Everybody was family. Everybody took care of everyone.
It was like a community. Anywhere you went in that project, it was something to get into.
It was a friendly neighborhood. Everybody got along with people.
Oh, yes, indeed, baby. We had no mess, no shooting, no killing, no nothing. We enjoyed ourselves.
It got rough when families started breaking up, you know, when sons and daughters started to use that drug and they started going to jail.
Before Katrina, it was like you scared to go in there, you know?
I can talk. I say that if the bricks could talk, over there. Baby.
My name is Imelda Paul. I was born here in New Orleans. Lived on 2403 Conti Street. I moved into Lafitte the late 60s.
My name is Paulette Clay. All my people, my mother, aunts, uncles, grandparents, go so far back to the Lafitte.
I was 12 years old when I came in here, and I'm 84 now.
My name is Joyce Giles. I lived in Lafitte Project going on 56 years. I raised some of my children there.
Lived in Lafitte since 1972. I was born in Charity and I came out of Charity. I grew up in Lafitte for a long time.
I was 12 years old in the 6th grade. I moved from the lower 9th ward.
My name is Labar LeBlanc, and I'm a musician. I play with the Soul Rebels brass band.
I was born and raised 707 Prill in the Lafitte Project. You know, I'm 64 years old.
I had all my friends in Lafitte, so yeah, that's it. That's where I wanted to be.
I thought it was special because, I mean, you felt secure.
I look outside my front door, I could see the swings, and then I look down that Lehman playground. There's a big old open field. We used to play football in that field.
It just felt like it was no other place in the world. You know, for a child, you really thought everything revolved around that community.
This is where we used to play at. Used to have a little pool right here, and we used to play where them trees at. All that used to be cut. We used to play games.
Every day we looked forward to going to the park because that was the main place to play. Played tag and played hopscotch, and there was a park right across from where we lived. So we watched the people play basketball.
We had an excellent swimming team. We won championship in swimming. We had an excellent basketball team. I was one of the key to that. We were average in football. We had an excellent volleyball team, you know. We had something going for us all year round where it kept us out of trouble.
Oh, they had beautiful gardens. I had a garden. I had daylilies. The flowers.
Oh, the flowers. Oh, Lord. I used to pick so many flowers, and we used to twist them up and put them in our hair.
Somebody walked by, it was somebody, hello, good evening.
My neighbor and I, we would sit out there on the porch. We would sit out there and just talk and had a wonderful time.
In the summer months, they had like a talent show, and that would be in the Johnson Coat, which was a big thing for me when I was growing up because, like I said earlier, my mom didn't let us go within that block radius. So that was like 3 blocks down. So that was a big event.
I come up full. I remember times where we ate rice and butter. Rice and rice, beans and beans, you know. It was rough, but we managed, we survived.
You know, our family didn't have much, but we didn't know we were poor. We thought we had everything.
My mom worked hard. She worked in a laundry for Charity Hospital.
I was doing domestic work. I trained as a clerk typist. You name it, whatever I had to do, I did it.
I delivered furniture for like a couple of furniture stores. I dug graves. I worked at a cemetery. I threw trash and stuff. I parked cars, you know.
I was at Charity about 34 years. Oh, I used to clean the floor, mop the floor up, housekeeping. Then after that, I retired and I came on and sit down for the rest of my life now. Yeah, baby. We finna bring that check. But what good it do?
Orleans Street used to be like Canal Street. It was always crowded.
That was the big thing. Where you going? We're going to Claiborne and Orleans.
Yes, indeed. That was the place to be.
I remember some of the business that was there. There was LeBranch's drugstore.
They had the best ice cream in the world. And on Sundays we go sit there. You know, have your malt in real glasses. And Mr. LeBranch was the sweetest person you want to meet.
At 1702 Orleans was a nursery. Across the street, St. Peter Cleveland was building. In 1900, Orleans was Gil Barber Shop.
There was Sunrise Bakery. On the other corner, there was Corn Tuxedo Place.
On the corner of Orleans and Claiborne was Hilda Bar and Ducachetti Restaurant and Bar.
It was a sweet shop that's right there that was on St. Peter, and it was called Val Sweet Shop. And they had a pinball machine. So what you do is you did a nickel for the pinball machine, you buy 3 Happy Jack cookies. And I guarantee you right now, I don't know if you remember the big shot giant colas, that was 8 cents. That was it. You was set.
I remember when they first built the Culver.
We was there, I must say, 5 days out of 7. You know, you can always see somebody in that Culver show.
As a matter of fact, that's where I had my first job, at the Culver Theater. I worked in the concession area, yeah. I did that then. I worked in the booth where people came in. I was promoted.
When that Culver show shut down, a lot of us was disappointed. And one thing that really got me was when they put that antenna. Latisse was gone. LeBranch was gone. The shoe shop was gone. The tuxedo place was gone. Congress cap shop. It looked like they was filing one behind the other.
Blacks owned just about everything on Claiborne. Orleans all around up in that area. So when that came through, what did it do? It caused a lot of people to lose their business. It caused a lot of people to lose their lives. And what did you accomplish? Now they're talking about putting it back. But what good is putting it back? Look what has happened when you took it away. For what? For what? For greed.
The thing was, if you had a talent, you try to use it. It would take, it would take pain away from you. James Andrews, they call him Satchmo. Oh man, that's the 6th Ward. Glenn Andrews, Trombone Shorty. Their grandmother grew up in the Fleet Project.
Yeah, my grandmother was living right here in the spot, right where we at, right here. And I stayed there a lot with her when she was living in an apartment right here in the project. Johnny Adams used to live right next door to us. The music we was hearing mostly around here was when they have a jazz funeral. This was Orleans Street was normally the traditional route for the jazz funerals to come when they leave in the other part of Tremay over by the Armstrong Park. The old time brass band with all that white and black and all that the Eureka band. And I mean, I was a kid, and I think that's one of the first times that I really saw the brass bands.
No, I saw Dirty Dozen in the Lafitte one time because Mr. Ditt was the Grand Marshal, and he used to live in the Lafitte. So they came in there and did a few things.
dad was always in the Social and Pleasure Club, and my mom, who is still in the Social and Pleasure Club today.
Mardi Gras, you know, Claiborne and Orleans, that was the main drop.
Growing up, I always did do Mardi Gras. I love Mardi Gras. I mean, who don't? If you're from New Orleans, you're gonna love Mardi Gras. And it was fun every year. Like, I never had a bad Mardi Gras. Like, that's when people come together and have fun.
We would come out there and watch Zulu when Zulu would pass, and it was like a family. It was like a reunion.
Claiborne and Orleans, that's where all the Indians pass, and in the evening time they stop there. All the Indians from all over the city, and it'd be beautiful though.
Watch what it is. Maybe the Indians would pass all out of Orleans Street. We had to go that far. They would come out of Orleans Street, and they'd be dancing and having fun. It was fun in there back then.
I used to come out right there by the Durban and Orleans and just watch the Zulu pass by. Oh, that was a beautiful sight.
Oh, baby, that was a beautiful time. They'd barbecue and we'd watch them in the street waiting for them to throw the coconuts.
It's like different colors. That's all I see when I see stuff like that. Then you have a platform with a DJ on it playing, you know, music and stuff. I mean, you got like maybe 1,000 some people in a certain area. A big old free party.
And then you would have the Wild Man, the Skeletons. Oh, those were good.
They had the skeletons with the big heads and the big ham bone with the blood dripping off it.
I always used to be scared of them. Oh, a skeleton run the devil out of me. With them big heads and all that. That was called mask. Yes, indeed. But I don't know why they just, everybody looking for maskers. They ain't masking though, that's the thing.
I could go on and on and on and on about the Lafitte. You know, it was just so peaceful and fun, and you know what I'm saying. What I really didn't like about the Lafitte was as the years went on, they didn't have the respect for one another, you know.
We never worried about straight bullets growing up. Only thing we worried about was cars running over us, the lights coming on and we not inside when we supposed to be inside.
We played outside until 10, 11 o'clock at night. You know, in front of the door, even though we was in front of the door, but I don't remember nobody getting shot, nobody getting cut. You know, I don't remember that. I don't know if it was because of the supervision that we had with our parents, but we played. I don't remember. I really, honestly, I don't.
The project was built for families to get into the projects, save some money or whatever it may be, and buy a house outside the projects. You know, so when those families started buying houses outside those projects, the grandparents started dying off, and then the evil started to come in. You know, your crack and your heroin and stuff started coming in, and the project started being real ugly. In the 80s, you know, it became turf because now the drug dealers, they wanted prime real estate. Prime real estate was the Lafitte projects, all corners, you know. If you had the projects, you was the man, you know, and then a lot of times, you know, people respect that, but then other gangs or cliques will come into the project trying to take over, then you gotta force your muscle on them.
They didn't have the respect for one another, you know, and the elders couldn't tell them nothing. You know what I'm saying?
I think that was one of the most horrible things, and we're still having problems now. And back in that time in Lafitte, there was a lot of drugs that came into that place. And it wasn't blacks that was just bringing stuff in there.
The little kids that they was watching was missing something. A whole generation was starting to separate because of that drug, and people no more, you know, had love for one another. You know, you go in my corner, you making all this money, you know, you know, either like get off that corner, you like give me some money, and the little dudes had the attitude, I ain't give you nothing, and it became that's when it became wars.
We were playing funerals not only every week, at least 4 times a week.
We've lost a lot of our young people, but I don't know what all it's going to take to really put an end to this.
My brother was killed right here.
It was changing. The grandparents died off, and the crack, man, crack ain't nothing nice.
I saw a lot of people who I grew up with, around here, come up with. I saw them when they went to the dogs with the dope and the crime and all that. And you could tell, you could look at them and see their life was all messed up. You know what I mean? When you think you're ruining yourself, you're really taking your whole family down with you.
It was like a generation moved from good to bad, you know. Like people my age, man, I was just tired of the project. At one time, you just couldn't get me out of the project. But then when that started being ugly, I wanted something different. You know, I wanted to make my own world beautiful like when it was before when I was a kid. When people saw my work, they was like, wow, where you come from? I was like, I came from the Lafitte Project. I said, I thought those projects were bad. I said, well, now all of us bad.
The outsiders think that we're lazy, always looking for a handout, destructive.
People from the project are animals. You know, they're animals, treacherous people, throw down, welfare recipients, food stamp getting, free cable receivers, no water bill paying people, no light bill paying son of a guns, always trying to get over on people, never amount to nothing, never go be nothing, never want nothing, always go deal drugs and kill off their people.
Something about those people, I never had to hire God to put outside that door. They were my protection. I'll never forget one day they called me Miss Dickie. You know they got a bus stop at your corner. Oh, I said, no, Miss Dickie, we got to take that down because we don't hang on your corner. Now, and if you have a bus stop on your corner, people are going to be hanging on your corner. Next day, bus stop was gone. I said, no, my neighbors don't want that. They rather walk a block than have, and they did. They would rather walk a block.
They are not lazy, because I've seen them every morning, 4 days in the morning going to work, which is true.
I go to work 4 in the morning, I get off at 12 in the evening. Like, who wants to leave their bed 3:30 in the morning to go to work? But, I mean, I gotta do it.
You people that's out there in those restaurants in the French quarters, you see them with their black and white uniforms on, going to work in the morning, or going to, at that time, charity hospital. People worked. We are hard-working people. We don't look for a handout.
They frown upon them, you know. And I say you can't judge a book by its cover. You grew up in Lafitte, you don't. Yeah, they can't believe it, but I did. And I'm not ashamed to say it.
It's dire circumstances in a city that has been virtually destroyed by the forces of nature. What is it like to be there? Imagine being evacuated from your home with only what you can carry and the clothes on your back. You're thirsty, hungry, possibly sick. You've not taken a bath or washed your hair or slept for 4 days, and you've been waiting for raw sewage. It takes several thousand of these people
We have people that are away that's dying, homesick to get to New Orleans. No way to get here.
All I wanted to do was go back home. I wanted to get back home. This lady, she called me, she always called me Queen. She said, Queen, they done put iron doors on those doors in Lafitte, and that means y'all not coming back.
I'm a grown man. When we came on the interstate, I cried like a baby when I saw what I saw. I couldn't believe the place that I live in all my life, that I care so much, that I love so much, was looking the way it looked. And then when I found out they was going to tear it down, you know, I was broke down.
I cried and cried and cried and cried because each one of those bricks meant something I'm looking at my grandmother. I'm looking at 140 some years. You know, everybody was over here.
It's dead. Michelle Nelson grew up here in these kind of buildings here. Okay, nobody will never ever know no more again because there's nothing there.
We were under the impression that we were coming right back. We were under the impression that we were coming right back. And I says, oh no, they're not going to take our project away from us. No, we're going to fight to the better end for this.
When they were talking about taking the projects down, Lafitte, St. Bernard, people were picketing and they didn't want the projects torn down. Those projects are okay, you know, nothing's wrong with them. We didn't get water. I mean, they fought tooth and nail. I think the politicians use Katrina as an excuse to get rid of Lafitte. It's something they wanted done, they just didn't know how to do it.
We met with them. In fact, I have a picture. I have the picture at my in my desk right now, where we all meet it and how they mapping out everything, what it is that you all want to see in the new Lafitte. What is it you don't want to see? We began to discuss the things that we wanted. Not only that, but the children had input. The children named that street Magic Street.
Those houses are good, and now we have new things. People will come in with new attitudes.
There's some kids go, I live in Lafitte right now, the new Lafitte. Oh, we having a good time. We doing good stuff back there.
The houses are beautiful. The neighborhood is great. My neighbors are wonderful. I live in a building with a lot of elderly people.
Baby, I got this place. And the best part about it is I got it exactly where I wanted it. Right where I wanted it.
I love my porch. I sit on it 24/7.
Everybody I know who lives there says everything is neat. You know, it's well kept, well maintained, and they have a new law. You know, if you don't abide by our rules, you're out. 3 strikes and you're out.
It's going to be good. We're going to have a good city, a new city. Won't look the same, but it'll be better.
I still see the bricks, but I see something different now. You know, you see something different. I still see good.
It's beautiful. I've been inside these houses. I wish my mama, my daddy, my grandmother, and my sister was living to see how the Lafitte is now. It's worthwhile living in.
Got the job training, they have money-wise, teaching them how to manage their finance. Then we had the computer class, so it's always something going on over there. It's like a new world. It's peaceful. It's like, was there ever a Lafitte project here in it?
Love Lafitte. Cause one time I had to move over the river, something happened. So I prayed to come back on this side. You know, river didn't go. You know nothing about it? I came in where I know something about it, in Lafitte. Yeah.